And I had to watch the fight twice, and I just got through watching it a second time. And watching it a second time, it is hard pressed for me to give Kovalev that fight. Now, initially, after initially seeing it, I said the fight could go either way. I have a group chat on Facebook. Uh, we was arguing about that. Everybody in the group chat was arguing. We was like, uh, Dre won. It was Kovalev won. But really looking at that fight again for the second time, I have to say Andre Ward won that fight, and might be it might piss some people off, but after the sixth round, Sergey Kovalev's punches became less and less effective after the sixth round. So the judges, in my personal opinion, had it right. Because if you look at Kovalev's punches, he landed some good shots. But the problem was those shots were not as effective as he was dominating in the first four rounds. Uh, the first four rounds, I give to Kovalev hands down. I'm not arguing. I'm not disputing that. Uh, round five, I gave to Kovalev. Round six is a questionable round. But after that, I'll be hard pressed to see a round where Kovalev just straight dominate. People are like making a talking point. He had the effective shots. His punches had more sting to it. The sting left after the sixth round, and I dare anybody to look at the fight closely. If you got to, mute the damn microphone if you got to keep from getting confusion because guys like Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman for the first time, I totally agree with Max Kellerman. And sometimes Max Kellerman is a wishy-washy type guy, but in this case, Max Kellerman had it right. You know what I'm saying? So I can't dispute. When a person's right, as much as I don't like the motherfucker, I have to agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Very unbiased and unopinionated. You know what I'm saying? An unnut rider. I have to agree with Max Kellerman's assessment, and it is what it is. Now, people are gonna come on here and say, "Well, Ward lost." Okay, all I'm asking you to do is do the same thing I just did because I made this video right after I watched it the second time, not the first. I watched it the second time, and it's very hard for me to score another round. But between four and six, it's very hard for me to score another round for Kovalev. He wasn't dominating like that. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. He was dominating in the first four. Give you props. But when push come to a shove, what was he doing after that? I mean, just look at it for a second time before you have a dispute with me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, a lot of the people I had a dispute about this. We cool. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. But it's very hard for me to give him any rounds outside of those first four. You know what I'm saying? Or even the first six rounds. You know what I'm saying? But his punches got less and less effective. Sergey Kovalev missed a shitload of punches. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did actually outlanded Andre Ward, but those punches he was landing for the rest of the fight, it became less and less effective. So Andre Ward, rightfully so, won the fight. You know, Ward was going to the body, popping that ass to the body, and it showed toward the end of the fight. He wasn't cutting off the ring like he should have, and when he was hesitant about jumping up in there and getting popped again. So congratulations to Andre Ward and congratulations to Sergey Kovalev. As much as you know what I'm saying, much as I don't like that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying. But when push comes to a shove, I'm going to be fair about judging a fight, no matter how bad I like a motherfucker. Just like uh, no matter how much I dislike a motherfucker, if a motherfucker right, he right. There's no disputing that whatsoever. But it's hard pressed for me to give Kovalev around outside of those first 5 or 6 rounds. It's just hard pressed. So for guys who saying that Kovalev got a robbery, first of all, when you say robbery, okay, he gave the fucking fight away when push come to a shove. If you look at the fight, he stopped being aggressive. His aggression became less and less effective as the rounds wore on. After the 6th round, those body shots showed. Those body shots showed. It clearly showed. So his punches stopped having sting on them. So if you're gonna blame anybody, don't blame the judge. Blame Sergey Kovalev for giving in. Like Teddy Atlas said. Teddy Atlas, I totally agree with him. He gave in to the fight. He took Andre Ward took the dude's will away, or at least his will to close the show. You know, because I look at the fight kind of similar to McCallum versus James Toney, which I had no problem with the draw because that fight literally could have went either way. But if you watch that fight, I'm talking about 1991, late 1991. Though you had some even rounds right there, and then that's what I'm saying. It's was some very very close rounds, and again, I think the judges had it right. Because Kovalev just simply had less and less effective shots after the 6th round. It is what it is. You can argue after the 5th round his shots, but for sure after the 6th round, those shots didn't have no sting on them anymore, and that's because of the body work of Andre Ward. Give Andre Ward credit. When push come to a shove, he outsmarted him. Real talk. He outsmarted him. So congratulations to Andre Ward. Congratulations to Sergey Kovalev for fighting a good fight. He could have easily backed down, but he didn't. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's my conjecture of the fight review. Jimmy J Smooth touching down at the 832. And y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. Peace out.